Hello there, all Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we have your November 2025 money and career reading for you guys. So a couple very key important aspects for you as we go through the month. We've got a full moon in your sign on November 5th. All right, so this is early in the month for you. And full moon, of course, can be completion, the end of a cycle. Some of you may actually be saying goodbye to something. Some of you might be quitting your jobs. You might have investments that come to fruition for you, things that maybe you need to renew at this time. So, you know, if you've got your money in, say, like some sort of investment that has like a term to it, this might be where you need to decide whether you're going to renew it, keep your money in there, or pull it out and put it somewhere different. This can be mortgage renewals, things like that. This can also be where some of you are considering changing your career path. Because that full moon is that ending of that cycle and a completion of something there. You might just get closure. But by the same token, it can also bring something to fruition for you. So you could have something that you've been working on or that you've been invested in for the last 6 months. Something can be coming to fruition for you around this time. So it can be really quite exciting, but just keep in mind the day before, okay, if there's anything that involves other people, or if you have your money out there in a public marketplace, the day before that full moon, we do have some potentially volatile and explosive energy. We've got Mars in Sagittarius opposing Uranus in Gemini. Okay, so it just is a very challenging aspect where, you know, we could have arguments, or something unpredictable may happen. All right, Uranus is unpredictable energy anyway. In Gemini, it's communication. It can be something like out in public, out in the open. It can be something to do with technology. Mars is, of course, a fighting planet, right? It can spur us into action for a lot of things, but it can also cause some problems. So just be kind of aware of that, because tensions and emotions are heightened around the time of that full moon, okay? So whatever that means for you, the full moon can bring some welcome relief or some hopefully positive change or something unexpected, okay? We do as well, just so you're aware, throughout pretty much the whole month, we do have a very spicy, very unpredictable, very topsy-turvy Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrogrades are sometimes a little bit challenging in and of themselves, but this one, it's in a combination of Sagittarius and Scorpio. So it'll traverse both signs as it goes through its retrograde. We start out the month already in its shadow. And we won't get that reprieve until November 29th, okay, when Mercury finally goes direct in the sign of Scorpio. So it starts out in Sagittarius, retrogrades back to Scorpio. So it's kind of like a little bit of a topsy-turvy energy. We can be very passionate. It can be very motivating, but it can also be limiting. Of course, Sagittarius, when Mercury is in Sagittarius, it's like freedom and open minds and finding resolutions to things and all that kind of stuff. And then we throw a retrograde in there, and now we feel stuck. And so, of course, Mars can help us break free, okay, but can also really kind of throw a monkey wrench into things. So just so you're aware that we have that stuff going on for your month, all right? We've got card number 22. We've got yin yang energy. So yin yang is about the balance, right? Balance of things, finding the balance and harmony within you, with other people. Twos do represent decisions. They can also represent partnerships. So if you have any kind of money tied up with another person, like if you share money and resources with another person, then this can be where you might need to make some decisions, okay? You might need to get on the same page. You might both need to kind of restore some balance within your financial relationship with each other, all right? But you could also have two partners, two people coming together to really create a good business or create a good partnership partnership and project, two forces to be reckoned with. One complements the other. When we've got yin and yang, the energies, the pieces, the people fit together really quite nicely. So this can be where if you don't feel like you are in a healthy partnership, like in your career, you don't like the people you work with, then this can be where you might be considering making some change and having an ending. So you could have some very important decisions that are coming in there. Make sure that you do see both sides of an opportunity, okay? Or both sides of the story. Get all of the information that you need, no matter what it is you're doing. Number 22 is a master builder number, reminding you that no matter what you're doing, that you have the wisdom and experience within you to make the right decisions for you in this moment in time. And yes, I do have my cat that she was crawling up my back just a second ago. So I've let her up here. She's just curled up in my arm right now. She's watching. Interesting. We've got another master number coming out here. We've got master number 33. And this is the door to romance opening for you. So again, you could have some partnerships here that are playing a key role in your finances in some way. For some of you, you may be dissolving a partnership. For others of you, you might be joining together in a partnership with another person. Okay, whatever it happens to be, there's happy vibes in the air. Romance doesn't have to be like love and romance, but for some of you it could be. So a personal relationship can be changing your financial future, your financial outlook. But this can also be about falling in love with what you do for a living, loving the people you work with, right? And we do have an open door here for you. So for some of you, you may have some really good positive changes, things going on. You might have something that you love to do and that you're really good at, and you might be opening a portal here to perhaps go into business for yourself, to create that life of abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy all at the same time. That is master teacher number 33. Okay, so 22 and 33. So number one, duality. Okay, you might have multiple opportunities, or you may have to choose between certain directions, right? Threes do represent creativity. Threes are teamwork and collaboration as well, right? So other people could perhaps play a key role in your month ahead, whether it makes or breaks something. Threes is also, again, that creation energy, and creation is the basis of manifestation. So your ability to create something, whether you're creating change, creating opportunity, creating a business, whatever it happens to be, there's some really positive things that are opening up for you. This is Lily, by the way, in case you like cats. She's 2 and she's very curious about things, and she's never allowed up on here, but she's kind of finagled her way there. So let's see what else we get. I might have to boot her off in a second. Anyway, we've got the King of Coins. Beautiful. Now the King of Coins, that's the sugar daddy. That's the mother lode that we want. We've got the Queen of Coins here as well. Look at that, right? We've got perfect partnership, the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine, the balance, the harmony that's here. So this can be really wonderful. And we've got the 6 of Cups here as well. All right, Lily Pad, I'm going to have to get you down. So this can be, that we're getting our financial future back on track. Okay, that King and Queen of Cups, this can be, this King and Queen of Coins, excuse me. You could just be finding that things are coming together for yourself, right? Might not necessarily be other people here. You might be feeling good. You might be feeling secure. You may have some success that comes in here for you. You're taking the lead on your money. Things are blossoming for you. And something is coming to fruition for you, something that you've been waiting for. The Queen of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles, right? And is very nurturing energy, but is also very patient. We build a home, we build a life. We planted the seeds of intentions, and then we fertilized our intentions, and we saw something through to the end. We saw something come to fruition. So this can be something really beautiful coming together for you, filled with the sense of stability and security, some money coming in, or some amplified earning prospects and potential here. You could also have help. And the King and Queen of Coins can be like a married couple. Okay, The Six of Cups right here can, number one, be something happening right here in the present, okay? Because you planted the seeds of intentions, or you set some sort of goals in the past. And now something is happening really positive for you in the present that gives you a really big leg up for your future. So this can be really wonderful. But the Six of Cups can also be a sweet gesture, a kind gesture. You might receive a gift, okay, of some kind. And so this can be like a married couple. So this can be people you work for or work with. This can be someone in your family, and they might gift you something that helps make your financial life a little bit easier. So, you know, we've got door to romance there. So, you know, if you're looking to buy, say, your first home or something, right, you could have some family members that maybe gift you a down payment, or their gift to you is co-signing that loan so that you can buy your house and not be tethered to paying rent, right? So it's some sort of kind, sweet gesture. And with the King and Queen of Coins, these are people that are typically quite secure in their own lives or their own business. So this can be really, really helpful. And it can be that their parents maybe gave them a leg up, and so now they're passing on the good deed. This can also represent something from your past, right? Whether it's your recent past within the last 6 months, or whether it's something from your long ago past. You are either breaking old patterns, old habits. You're recognizing your worth, okay? And you could have an opportunity that comes back around again. So you could be revisiting something here. I mean, we do have a retrograde. We revisit things in a retrograde. So you could be considering, you know, maybe there's something that you wanted to do for a living when you were a kid. And now might be the time where you're like, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to do that thing because I'm pretty sure I'm good at it. I'm pretty sure that I can be successful at it. And so some of you could be like opening your own business or changing your career path entirely. All right. But King and Queen of Coins, the perfect couple, whether it's in business, whether it's in love and romance, and this can have a really good effect on you. See what else we get. We've got the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Eight of Cups. One opportunity comes in and we might need to leave something behind in order to pursue something that has the potential to make us very happy. We do have the Knight of Cups right in the heart of your reading, which represents proposals, offers, opportunities. It also represents you're on a quest for something, right? And you're really positive that you can create this life for yourself, whatever that looks like, right? Create your own business. Maybe you're a creative person and there's something that you do that you can make some money at, right? And this can be really positive for you. The Knights, this is in the upright. So the Knights are on a quest, and the Knights reach their target, reach their finish line. So again, you could have some sort of success that's just on the horizon here. You could be opening the door to opportunity. But with that Knight of Cups can, yes, represent some love and romance there. And so for some of you, some sort of personal relationship may be changing, may be evolving in some way. We do have the Knight of Cups right beside the Eight of Cups, right? So some of you're moving another step closer to your wishes, your goals, your dreams, your bliss. Okay. The Eight of Cups can be a card of transition. We're transitioning out of one energy and moving towards our wish fulfillment, that Nine of Cups. Okay. But because this is right here, okay, leading you into the next month, there could be some crossover into December. But for others of you here with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's like something is blossoming, something new is coming in. We've got something exciting here, but we've got to detach or let go of something before we can say yes to this. So this can be a transition, a changing of jobs, a changing of your position. You might work for the same company, but perhaps you're moving into a different role. Hopefully it's a promotion for you with more money. That would be wonderful, right? But whatever it happens to be, right, we've got this kind of transition, this evolution, right? Out with the old, in with the new, whether it's brand spanking new or whether it's just like kind of a new level. Okay, it can be very rewarding and fulfilling, but maybe a little scary at the same time, because just a little bit of uncertainty. Sometimes we never quite know what we're going to find as we go along, and hopefully we find some really good positive things. All right. But that Knight of Cups can be really exciting, right in the heart of your reading. But whatever your situation is, we do have the High Priestess coming out here. So there could be something hidden, okay, that comes to light for you. The High Priestess can certainly represent the need to listen to your intuition. Okay. Let your intuition guide you. The High Priestess is also very connected with the moon cycles. So again, the moon cycles are very important for you in the month ahead, especially that full moon in your sign, because that's directly impacting you, your goals, your dreams, your outlook on life, your perspective, your decisions, right? All these things. Okay. And it's directly impacting you. But we do also have a new moon on the 19th in the sign of Scorpio. And this can be where we set intentions for something new, a new job, new opportunities, doors opening, all that kind of stuff. But that harkens some change. So this can be a month where things are just kind of shifting for you. I know, hopefully you're going with the flow. The High Priestess is one of going with the flow, right? But the High Priestess is a number 2 again, right? So we do have number 22 up there, and then we've got the High Priestess at card number 2. So we've got 222 coming out here for you. So decisions, options, partnerships, but also finding our balance and harmony as well. Okay, take a balanced and fair approach at whatever decisions that you have to make, or when you're dealing with people this month. Okay, always going to be important for us, no matter what, is to, see other people's point of view, and to be willing to listen and hopefully understand. But more important, more so this month, right, with this very saucy, very spicy and fiery Mercury retrograde. Okay, going to be very important. But there could be some surprises or something hidden that comes to light there with that High Priestess as well. Okay, because there's secrets and mysteries. All right, it's also a very mute, a very quiet energy. So it may be that you are working on something behind the scenes and you're not telling anyone about it. Okay, so either instinctively that you don't want to tell people about what you're doing because you don't want them to, number one, you don't want to upset the apple cart. Okay, think of if you're looking for a new job, but you still want to keep your existing ones, you can still get that income flow, right? You don't want to tell people. You don't want to walk around your office and announce that you're looking for another job. It's not going to end well, typically, right? Or you'll limit. And what if your boss had something in mind for you and you went spouting off your mouth that you're looking for a new job? Well, they're going to be like, okay, well, this person's clearly not invested in this company. I was about to give them this promotion because they worked hard, they deserve it, and they're just not even going to tell you. They're going to take it away. So sometimes we do need to operate in stealth mode, okay? So whether it's out of necessity or whether it's just because we just don't want someone to steal our ideas, a little bit of stealth technology may be necessary for you. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and we have the Empress. So awesome that we do have the Empress, because Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus is your ruler, right? So can bring you in some wonderful things, some new beginnings. Okay, the back of the deck, we've got the Lover's card, so partnerships. Okay, Gemini energy. So we've got duality, we've got partnerships, we've got options. We need to make a choice, but the Lover's card also does bring people together. Okay, but with a choice, right? So choosing the right partnerships, choosing the right avenue, choosing the right people, and perhaps even having some heart to heart. But the Lover's card, of course, tends to be known as soulmate energy, right? So again, some of you either have a couple of very well-meaning people in your life that are helping you, or you are, again, coming together with somebody that is kind of a little bit life-changing, especially with your money or your outlook on what kind of money you need to make, right? Because you could have some freedom coming in there as well. But we do have, with the Empress card, right? So we do have new beginnings. We've got creation. We've got success and abundance, harvest, right? We reap what we sow. So you can be certainly in a time of harvest and, bringing in some wealth and prosperity there. The Empress also really enhances our ability to find the resources that we need when we need them, whether it's knowledge, whether it's help, whether it's money, inspiration, whatever it happens to be. The Empress does bring us those resources that we need. So this can be really wonderful for you. It can also, of course, bring you love and romance. Okay, so it is a card of pregnancy and fertility. All right, and so this can just be a time of growth for you. Personal growth, financial growth, career growth. Okay, all these things are starting to shift and align for you. Now we do have the Queen of Wands. Okay, now the Queen of Wands can be wonderful. First of all, this can be a helpful person, maybe someone that kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration. It often does come out. It's like kind of a best friend kind of energy. Someone that'll tell it to you like it is, okay, and be honest and truthful with you. All right, but also very helpful. It's meant to inspire you or to give you a kick in the pants to get going on something. But the Queen of Wands can be your energy, and it is passionate and it is fiery, okay, but it is also fiercely independent. And so again, for some of you, your independence is shining through, okay? You're focused on you, your goals, and if people around you aren't in alignment with your outlook for your future, again, we do have an Eight of Cups there. Right? You could be like, you know what? I think at one point maybe we were aligned, but we're not anymore, and I gotta do what I gotta do. Right? So some of you could be, again, leaving a job, leaving a position, leaving a personal relationship possibly there if you can't get things on track and see eye to eye. But we do have the King of Swords, so this can certainly hinge around a very important conversation. The King of Swords is like very much a leadership energy. I'm going to take charge of this conversation. I know I need to have a conversation, and I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak my mind, okay? And this King of Swords brings a sense of assertiveness, a sense of clarity, of focus, okay, and of being able to really communicate in a really wonderful way. So if you are going in for any job interview or anything like that, that King of Swords is going to be really helpful. We've got clarity, we've got a sense of purpose, and our ability to communicate in a positive way really does shine. You may also have legal things that come up here, because that King of Swords can represent somebody that is a shrewd negotiator, highly intelligent, and perhaps a little bit daunting. All right, just because they know their stuff. So the King of Swords can be a helpful ally for you in the month ahead. This can be someone you consult for a legal analysis of something. This can be someone that can help you negotiate a contract of some kind, or this can be someone who, you don't have to have necessarily a lawyer for courts and divorces or, things like that. But this can be someone that you hire to look at a job contract or, things like that, because it might be filled with some legal jargon and you just want to be like, okay, I just want to know that I'm safe to sign this thing. And in a Mercury retrograde, if you can't avoid signing contracts and things like that, at least get legal representation. And a lot of times it'll be relatively inexpensive to have an initial consult with something if it's not super complicated, right? And some lawyers are perfectly happy to either just give you like a small flat rate just to look over a contract, or some of them will even just consult for free. Depends on what you got going on, but it might be money well spent for you, okay, if that's the case. All right, but there can certainly have an important conversation or be making some very important decisions in their month ahead. But again, with the Empress showing up, I mean, the Empress is, other than the Lover's card lurking here at the back of the deck, okay, the Empress is your only major energy that's showing up. So it's a really good thing for you. And she is a card number 3. So you have 2 with the High Priestess, card 22 with Yin and Yang, so 222, and then you've got 3 with the Empress, and then 33 with your door opening there, so you got 333. So 2s and 3s are the energies that you may want to work with. Go look up the deeper meanings of those 2, and you might get some more information for your specific situation. And let's get your final message out here. Oh my God, no way. Got number 333. I am powerful. Hallelujah. 6 threes coming out in your reading. Wow. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. And another number 3, we've got number 30 here. I am imaginative. Whoa, crazy. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. Wow. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done a reading that has all of these multiples coming out. So really do pay attention to these. The 2s, but more prevalently the 3s. How many is that? 7? 7 3s. Maybe you have a little bit of luck coming in. I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I truly do thank you for your time and energy. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.